Good evening, everybody. Just a quick thought for you as you close down your day. Hopefully you've had a great Monday. I know a lot of times that seems like an oxymoron to have a great Monday, but I hope that you've had a pleasant day today. And we've sort of, with our daily devos, we've been looking at the book of Proverbs, and we use the month of the year typically to tell us which chapter we're in and the day of the month, what verse we're looking at. So we're in Proverbs chapter 8 currently, and we may do some things here and there where we switch it around, and maybe we do a chapter based on the day of the month and the verse based on the number of month. But today we're going to look at Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 17. And if you remember, just so that we all understand and we have the setting properly, this is wisdom is being given the idea, or wisdom is being given the ability to speak. From the pen of Solomon as he writes, he has begun, verse 12, he has begun to speak as though he was really the personification of wisdom, which truthfully, when you study Solomon, you find out that he pretty much was the personification of wisdom because of what God had given him, not because of anything selfish or egotistical, but because of what he had asked of God and what God gave him. He was the personification of wisdom. So it is sort of a double meaning here, as he is the wisest man that ever lived. But in this case, he is trying to get across to his reader, in his case, is maybe his children or those that would read this even now. He is saying the blessings of wisdom are just incredible. And that's all of chapter 8, really. And in verse 17, speaking as wisdom, he says, I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently find me. Now, I want to focus on two things very quickly as our devotional thought for the day. Number one, I love those who love me. Speaking as wisdom, so you could say, wisdom loves those who love her. Wisdom is something that it really is sort of cyclical in the sense that if two people are getting together and they are discussing things in a wise manner, then both people actually grow from that. It is a wonderful relationship when you deal with wisdom. Unfortunately, it does seem to appear that in much of our world today and much of our dealings today and much of our talking today, there just ain't a whole lot of wisdom going around. I would caution you, can I give you some advice from a 37-year-old who knows a little bit about social media? Sometimes the best thing to do is to not post anything. Sometimes the best thing to do is to stop sharing stuff. Can I just be honest with you and transparent with you? I know I'm going to be honest with you, but can I be transparent? I want to be transparent. How about that? A lot of times when you think that you're sharing something that proves your side right, what you're actually doing is you're driving a wedge further between anyone who might maybe disagree with you on something. You're driving a wedge in there on things, and you're not even giving yourself a chance to talk to them about things like the simple presentation of the gospel. I want you to really consider that. I've had to go back, and I will be honest with you, there's been some times where on Facebook specifically, on those memories, you guys know what I'm talking about. When you click on memories and it shows you all the things that you've posted on that day over the years, there's been some times where I've seen some of the things that I've shared or I've posted that I just shudder and I think how immature, how ignorant, how absolutely dreadfully foolish I must have been to think that was a good idea. Right now, I get it. I really do. I truthfully do. I honestly do. I get that you want to have your voice heard, and I am not in any way trying to close or silence your voice. Here's what I am cautioning you about. Here's what I am giving myself advice about. If it's not leading people towards the gospel, then let's just not post it. Let's just not post it. You're worried about the political things that are going on in our country. Look, that's all well and good, and you have your own personal way to deal with that. That's fine. But you know what? Social media, let's just stop all that. You know what the best thing that would possibly happen is that everybody who goes to social media with the intention of posting something political or something that is gaslighting, something that's trying to create controversy, if all those people would just delete their profiles, social media would go back to what it was intended for, which was the beginning was connecting people. Shouldn't we be trying to connect people to the gospel more than anything else? That would be loving wisdom. That would be loving wisdom so wisdom can love you back. Not trying to find the next thing that I can try to prove my point. I'm not out here trying to win arguments. Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to win souls. And I pray that that's what you're after, because if it's not, you need to do some real serious soul searching. If what you're after is try to win an argument or prove somebody else wrong or try to prove some conspiracy theory that you have in the back of your brain, if that's all you're trying to do and you're not trying to win souls for the gospel, for the kingdom, then you need to re-examine your priorities in life. Just some handy advice that I've had to learn the hard way, and maybe some of you need to learn the hard way too. But maybe let's try to prevent learning things the hard way and let's just learn them. The second thing that you notice in verse 17 that I find interesting is those who seek me diligently. That is a mindset. That is a focus. The truth of the matter is, it's really simple. Wisdom can be found. It's not something that is off in the wild blue yonder that you can't negotiate to and you can't grab a hold of. Wisdom is something you can get, I can get, we can hold on to if we diligently focus and seek it. Wisdom loves those that love it. Let's be people that seek to live wisely. Let's be people that seek diligently to understand better. And most importantly, far beyond any argument that you might win, the most important thing we talked about this Sunday is that you get to heaven and you take as many people with you as possible. Hope this is an encouragement. Maybe it's a challenge to you. Please reach out. Let's talk. Let's communicate. That's something that's lost in our world today. People want to click things and they want to type things. Very few people want to actually talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. And let's make sure that we live in such a way that when this life is over, our Lord comes back, we have no hesitation knowing where we're going to spend eternity. May God bless you. Look forward to talking to any of you that want to talk. And look forward to our next devotional tomorrow night.